Hey you, it's Mo. So each year Dior puts out some holiday makeup palettes, and this is going to be my first year indulging. I enjoy Dior makeup, but over the years I just never did for whatever reason. But this year I picked up both of the holiday palettes. Now in today's video we're going to be focusing on one of them, because in a poll that I posted on my community tab, I asked you guys, hey, which one do you want to see first? So today we are going to be focusing in on this one, and this one is pronounced
Écrin Couture.
The Dior Écrin Couture eye palette. This is the one that's just the eyeshadows. I'll come back and do another video dedicated to this one. This one has lipsticks, blush, highlight, the whole thing. I'm going to get into all of the details. I'm going to share swatches with you, and we're going to create a couple of looks from this palette. So let's hydrate and begin. Let's start off with packaging. This is beautiful packaging. This is definitely something that you could just put a bow or tie a ribbon. Here you go, gifted. This is beautiful packaging, very detailed, very holiday-esque. And on the back, you have a little preview of what the palette looks like, and down below, you get to see your little color story and shelf life and, you know, all the things. Okay, so shall we continue with the Écrin Couture Icon Eye Makeup Palette? I think that's the full name of it. So here is the packaging. This is like a suede kind of material. It's not super thin, but it's not super bulky either. I want to say it's decent, and it feels of nice quality and construction. And I will say that this little golden bar across here is actually rather nice. And on the back you have a little sticker with the details as well. And now when you open her up, she does open all the way, and you can fold her if you'd like. And it does have a full-sized mirror, nice quality. Now this also does come with a little dual-ended brush with a little sponge applicator as well. Dior says that they created an eye makeup palette like a constellation with perfectly interlinked stars, decorated with a fantastical pattern designed by, let's see how you say this. Thank goodness I have this feature on my iPad where it can tell me what it says.
Pietro Ruffo.
Pietro Ruffo for Dior. The palette's case invites you to create dazzling eye makeup. Revealed inside are the palette's 5 eyeshadow shades, a sumptuous patchwork of browns. A double-ended applicator completes the harmony so you can apply each color on the eyelids with precision and ease. This is a really pretty color story. It's very universal. It's very pretty. It is definitely something that you can get a ton of use out of. So let's create a couple of looks with it. Shall we? All right, so I've already got everything applied, and I actually just used my Dior concealer. I brought that up on the lid, so we're going to use that as base. I'll have everything I've used listed and linked down below in the description box. So I want to really show the versatility in this eyeshadow palette that I am seeing, that is being interpreted to me with this color story. So I want to create a couple of looks. Something that's soft and pretty and easy for your everyday, so you can want to reach for the palette and kind of make it like a go-to. I then want to create something a little bit more dramatic, a little bit more bold, something maybe if you want to wear out to date night, to dinner, you know, when you're just in that mood, when you want just a little bit more. And then I want to do something, let's call it my random bonus. I'll let the colors guide me kind of thing, like, you know, up in the air. But yeah, so I've got a fluffy brush here. This is a Wayne Goss number 3. I'm going to start off with this shade here. And let's just apply that all over the lid and in the crease. And I'm just tapping back in. I will say the shades are very buttery and smooth and are blending very easily. And I like how soft this shade in particular is. Just gives a nice soft application of color on the eyes, which is nice. Because if you like, you can just stop here, do a nice wing and some lashes. You're good. So I'm just going in with a little bit more and continuing to build and blend this one shade all over. I'm going to take that same fluffy brush, I just cleaned it off a little bit, and let's go into this shade right here. And I'm going to softly blend that just all over my lid. Going back into the shade that we applied first, this one here, and going back in my crease and just blending. I've got this Dior number 24 brush. Okay, so really quick. I recently tried out in a previous video. My husband gifted me some Dior brushes. I wasn't the biggest fan. But I will say, this one in particular, this one and this one right here. These two have become my kind of like go-to brushes from Dior. This is a number 24. Look how like little and perfect this is for detail work. And then this one is number 14. It's perfect for bronzer and powders. And it's super soft. But yeah. Anywho, the number 24, I'm going to go into the darkest shade right here. And we're going to create a very soft wing with that color. I really enjoy creating wing liner with eyeshadow because it's a little forgiving if you're not the greatest at creating wings, and it's very forgiving and it still does what it needs to do. So I'm just keeping that super close to my lash line. Now I have a BK Beauty 207 brush. Let's go into the more golden shimmery shade here. Let's use that for a little highlight on the inner eye. Just to softly brighten that inner area. Nothing too much. This is our softer of the two looks. And let's finish up the look with some mascara. I'm using a brown mascara. This is a very soft and easy everyday look that you'll want to reach for this palette to create. And I kept it matte and just gave a little something on the inner corner. But that's beautiful. Really like that look. All right, let's do another look, shall we? This time, same brush. That's the Wayne Goss number 3 fluffy brush. Let's go in with this shade. Let's start off the look with this shade here. I am directly in the crease with that color and just blending. And I am just building it up. This is going to be a little bit more of a dramatic look of the two. I really like how easy these shadows are blending. They're giving good pigmentation and are super smooth, very creamy. Very pretty. All right, now let's go into the darkest shade, same brush. I'm going to build up the intensity on this look. Mainly focusing on the outer eye. Building up there first, and then we'll go in the crease. This brush has a little tapered tip, so you can kind of just keep your brush directly in your crease. Very nicely. So I haven't gone back in, and I really like how much depth I'm getting, and it's not overly smoky, which is nice. Because it looks like a very dark shade and it can be a little intimidating. And if you don't want too much, you can definitely control not having too much darkness on your eyes. All right, so I think depth is where I want it to be. I'm going to go in with a Wayne Goss number 6. This one's a little more fluffy. I'm going to go in with both of the more shimmery shades. I'm going to first start off with the gold, and then I'll go in with the lighter one. I'm just going to pat that on the center, the more golden shade first. I feel like this look is going to be more like the holiday party look, you know? And then I'm going to go into the lighter of the two shimmery shades and focus that on the beginning portion. And then where the two colors meet, I'm just patting so that they blend together nicely. Now I have no product on our first brush, that's the number 3. I'm just going to kind of focus on the outer eye and then tilt the brush so it's not using the more tapered part going inward, and just kind of softly diffusing the edges. If you're curious, this is my Gucci mascara. Again, everything I use, I'm going to list for you down below in the description box. So here are our first 2 looks from the palette. One all matte with just a little bit of brightness in the inner corner. And then our second look. This is very pretty. This is very holiday party vibe. Just a little bit more, but it's still so soft and pretty. And did you see how easy it was to create both of these looks? Both of these looks are very universal and would look good on a range and an array of people, depending on their occasion or their mood. Both super pretty looks. And they're quite versatile from this palette with just 5 eyeshadows. Okay, let's do one more look. All right, so for this next look, I love that you could definitely create like an everyday wearable look with this palette, multiple of them at that, because you can go in with this shade just all over, do a little liner, boom, done. You can go in with that shade and go in with one of the shimmery shades with a fluffy brush so it's a lot softer, boom, that's a nice everyday look. You can go in with this shade, fluffy brush. You know, you have the options of one and dones and soft everyday looks. Well, let's create like a little bit more of a dramatic look. Yes, yes. So we're going for it. Let's go into this darkest shade here. Let's start off with that. We're going to use that same brush again. The number 3, I cleaned it off. Now I am going in, again, I went into the darkest shade, but I tapped off the excess because I always want to start with less and build it up to my desired intensity. So we're just blending that all over. So I'm just slowly building up that darkest shade, and I think we're going to do a nice dramatic smoky look. I'm now going to go into this shade here and use that to blend the edges and kind of just smooth everything out nicely. What's so nice and what I'm really enjoying about these shadows is that they're very easy to work with. I don't feel like I'm here for a long time trying to build and blend. They're very smooth, very nice quality. So with that said, you can definitely count on, if you're in a rush getting ready, these are not going to fail you. They're going to blend you and you'll be able to create a look quite effortlessly and quick. But I actually do want to go into this shade again and put that on the lid. And let's see where we end up. See, this is a look that I kind of just let the colors guide me. I'm not overthinking it too much. Just gonna apply that on the lid. This is a number 6 from Wayne Goss. Okay, okay, all right. Let's go in. So I kind of like how I like the direction we're headed. I'm going to go into the more golden of the two shimmery shades, and I'm going to do my signature where I go in the beginning portion and just bring it inward. We need to do a little something on the lower lash line. Yes. So we're going to go into two shades. I'm going to go into the darkest. I'm going to go into these two shades, starting off with the darkest, and then I'll kind of buff and blend with this one here that we used on the lid. All right. All right, so I finished up the look. I actually went in with half lashes from Auric. These are really nice. So they come with the half lash and then a full lash and a mirror. I think this is like, these are great. I went in with my go-to lip combo, which has been the House of Sillage lip liner and the Natasha Denona lip gloss. Again, everything will be listed and linked down below. But here is our third look. This one is definitely more dramatic. We're able to create some really nice, versatile looks with this. I enjoy this color story. I enjoy the formulation. I think the packaging is really nice. Here is a little close-up of our third and final look. Again, I'm wearing half lashes. Let me see, I kind of sort of put them on. Good. I really love how the shadows look. There's a little look-see at the palette after I've used it for the first time, creating 3 different looks, going in, using, you know, not really holding back. The formulation of these shadows is very smooth and just looks beautiful on the eyes. I really, really like it. And I'm very happy with this little guy here. This is really, really nice. Which look was your favorite? Of the 3 looks that we created today, which one was your favorite? I don't have a favorite. I'm just going to say it. I like them all. They're all very wearable, real world kind of colors and looks that you'll want to wear and just live your best life in. And what's really great is this makes a beautiful gift for the holiday. For your makeup lovers out there who deserve a nice treat, slap a nice bow and a ribbon on this box without even wrapping it. Boom, done. They already know they're in for a treat because there's Dior on the box. I mean, hello. So overall, clearly, I enjoyed the holiday palette from Dior and the looks that I was able to create, and I'm really happy I was able to share it with you. Now, don't forget, I will have a dedicated video coming up with the larger of the 2 holiday palettes. This one was our runner-up in the poll, but I got them both because why not? It's my first time trying the Dior Holiday palettes. Again, this is the one that has lipsticks, highlighter, blush, eyeshadow palette, all of the things, and it's in a lot bigger of a packaging. So make sure you're subscribed, have your notifications turned on, and I will have this video up very, very soon. Thank you for spending your time with me today and allowing me to share this beautiful new eyeshadow for the holidays from Dior with you. Don't forget to give today's video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.